Imagine a land so vast, so remote, and so frozen that it holds the power to shift the balance of the world. Now imagine one man, the richest and most controversial leader of our time, pointing to that land and saying, "I want it." Greenland. The icy crown of the Arctic. Its glaciers hide untold wealth. Its ports control future trade. And its fate could decide the next era of global power. Could Donald Trump actually take over Greenland? The answer will shock you. Greenland is more than ice. It is the largest island on Earth, a frozen fortress covering over 2 million square kilometers. Its glaciers stretch for hundreds of miles. Its fjords carve secrets into the coastline. And beneath the ice lie treasures beyond imagination. Rare earth minerals, uranium, gold, and untapped oil reserves. The melting Arctic has turned Greenland into a strategic gold mine. Shipping lanes are opening, shortening trade routes between Europe, Asia, and North America. Whoever controls Greenland has the keys to the Arctic, and in the modern world, control equals power. But Greenland is not unclaimed. It is an autonomous territory of Denmark, with its own government and culture. Denmark controls foreign policy and defense, which makes any takeover nearly impossible. And yet, the audacity of ambition knows no bounds. In 2019, Donald Trump reportedly expressed interest in buying Greenland. The world laughed. Denmark called it absurd. Greenland's leaders said bluntly, "We are not for sale." But the question remains, why Greenland? One, military advantage. The Arctic is a strategic route, a vantage point over Russia and the North Atlantic. 2. Natural resources, minerals, and energy deposits beneath the ice could be worth billions. 3. Global legacy for Trump. Greenland could have been the ultimate headline, the boldest power move of the modern era. It's audacious, dramatic, and almost unbelievable, but history often favors the bold. The truth is clear. No U.S. president can simply seize Greenland. International law, treaties, and Denmark's sovereignty make it impossible. Any attempt at force would provoke global outrage and possibly war. The only realistic paths are negotiated purchase like Alaska in 1867, strategic lease or agreement for ports or military bases, economic and infrastructural influence shaping Greenland's future without claiming ownership. Even the strongest leader must bow to law and diplomacy. Greenland may be ice, but it is not defenseless. Now, let's imagine the future. Climate change melts the ice. Ports open, minerals and oil are accessible. Greenland is no longer silent. In this scenario, Greenland struggles economically. The U.S. offers investment, modern ports, airports, military infrastructure. Greenland agrees, not sold, not conquered, but allied. Suddenly, influence is power. The U.S. shapes Greenland's future quietly, legally, strategically. Control without conquest, a new form of modern dominance. History shows that influence is often stronger than outright ownership. Greenland's alignment with the U.S. would ripple across the world. Russia would fortify the North. China would accelerate Arctic investments. NATO would debate, has America overstepped? Even minor moves, leasing a port, building a radar, mining rare minerals could shift global strategy. Greenland may be sparsely populated, but it is a critical piece in the game of global power. The Arctic is no longer frozen silence. It is a chessboard, and Greenland is the queen of the game. Remember, Greenland is home to roughly 56,000 people, mostly Inuit, who have preserved their culture for thousands of years. Any influence must respect them. History is full of empires that failed when they ignored the voices of the local population. True lasting influence requires consent. And in Greenland, the human factor is just as critical as military and economic strategy. Could Trump take Greenland? Not literally, not legally, not practically. But could the U.S. gain quiet, strategic influence? Absolutely. Ownership is not necessary when influence and strategy can shape resources, trade, and military positioning. Greenland could be the chessboard, the U.S. the player moving pieces silently while the world watches from afar. Greenland is ice, but it is also opportunity. Power is not just force, it is vision, timing, and subtle influence. History is shaped not only by wars, but by bold moves and strategic whispers. Could Greenland become the center of the next Arctic power struggle? Maybe. Could one man's ambition reach across continents and glaciers? Perhaps. The frozen land waits indifferent to headlines, while the world debates what is possible. Greenland reminds us that the future is not written yet, is waiting silent under the ice, ready for those daring enough to shape it.